Welcome to another Free For All Arena update video. This update is, in my opinion, one of the better ones. This helps a lot with the game itself, the core of the game. It helps a bit of mobile as well with UI. Let's just go into it. In the update log. So we finally fixed the library UI and all the badges, all the weapons. We fixed all of that, so it's not all clumped up. It looks better, which I'll show you. We also fixed the locations UI, which I can show you. It's fixed. Um, cutscenes as well. That's also partially fixed. I'll probably do a whole overhaul update on that as well. We also made better text, so like there is black outlines and all the text now but the shop, because the shop will be fixed next update, as there is so much that we have to fix with it. It's too much for us to do for this specific update, which we brought a decent amount of stuff to this update. Show you guys the library. This is the library now. Way more room, looks 10 times better. If you click on a badge or a weapon, it shows the stats for the weapon or the badge. So for example, nuke gun, it shows all these stats as well. No stats for some of them, just for the descriptions of all of the badges are down here. So I love how this turned out. We will end up, for each level, we will end up putting the stats of every single level weapon. Just as of right now, we're not going to, because it's a lot of stats we have to go through, but we have went ahead and did all the UI is now fixed. Love how it turned out. Amazing. Weapon remodels. I have remodeled the medkit and YY, which is another developer. He redid the health grenade, so this is the new medkit. I love how this turned out. Love how I did on this. Works perfectly fine. Sound effects stayed the same. Love how that turned out. Health grenade. Sorry for my avatar, but I love how this turned out. If I throw it on the ground, go ahead. I love how that turned out. Amazing. Don't mind the rendering. This is Roblox Studios. It sucks. Weapon rebalances. This is a big one. So the Everfrost staff got a buff. The reload speed went from 20 seconds to 15. So the wall lasts for 15 seconds as well. So it's the same. Once the wall deteriorates, you're able to place down a new wall. The nuke gun, which is a pretty big nerf, 45-second reload speed to 60 seconds. That's a big one. The free staff, it had a damage multiplier I accidentally put on it, and I didn't realize. We nerfed that, so it's a 2x to 0x, so it doesn't actually multiply. I don't understand why I did that. There's probably a reason why, but I don't remember why. Bat sword has two big nerfs. You can no longer fly with it, because there are some people that could, some people that couldn't. And the damage went from 14 to 5, so you're not one-shotting everybody anymore. You have to do a 3-shot to be able to lift them up now. Way better changes. Rocket launcher, which is the level 30 weapon. The damage got nerfed by 50%, so it went down from 100 to 50. The explosion radius got a nerf from 200 to 50, but the reload speed got a 15-second buff, 25 seconds to 10 seconds, so that's a pretty good buff. The jetpack is in the VIP bundle. No one uses it because it sucks. So we did a buff. So the refueling is increased to 45 to 100. So you're increasing 100 per second, then 45. It sucked. It is a lot better than it was now. The Devil Sword got a huge nerf, like probably one of the biggest nerfs in the game. It went to infinite damage because it could one-shot anything to 5. I will show you how to still use the weapon. It is still really good for the Robux price. Same for the Bat Sword. It's just not as overpowered. The hammer got a decent buff as it damage went to 0 to 2, and the dash got removed, which is a buff because the dash would lock you in place going forward. Us removing that, you're allowed to actually spam it, and it does way better of a job. The taser got 2 nerfs. The damage went from 0 to 100 to 0. It would go, what it means by 0 to 100 is that it would either do 0 damage or between that 0 and 100, and it could go to 100. I don't know why it did that. We fixed that. And then the stun time went from 20 seconds to 5 because it's overpowered. Black hole gun got a 10 damage increase, so 40 to 10, which is honestly not that bad in my opinion. So let's go over the Devil's Sword, which is probably the big grabber. So this thing, 5 damage would be, people would be like, oh wow, this thing sucks. It doesn't. It's still really good. Also, we did redo these dummies for the admin pass as well. But as you can see, it is still annihilating health. Like, as long as you're moving, it will still deal increasing amount of damage. You turn on lock shift, for example. Watch this. Yeah, it's still good, just not OP, where you're able to actually run away rather than having to die to it, because it was bad. Here is the Black Hole Sword. I think this is a significant buff. We probably, yep, yeah, I'm gonna die. I died. My bad, we are back. So yeah, the black hole gun's definitely better. I'm gonna step back a little bit, but it does 2-shot now, and it's still only headshots. You can't deal damage otherwise because of the nerfing of, because how powerful the black hole actually is. We have to implement it so it's only headshots. So we may implement something else where if you do deal damage in other places around the person, it will deal just less damage in general. It's just a slight nerf to the weapon itself. Here's the bat sword. As you can see, it's still good. Yeah, no, it's a 2-tap, not a 3-tap, but that's still a decent nerf. I don't know why Roblox Studio does that, but it's still a decent nerf. Here's 250. You still have to deal, it still does increasingly good damage. It just takes a hot minute. There you go. But it is definitely, it's still a good weapon. These abilities are still good. Becoming the bat is still increasingly good. Now that bat, yeah, the bat, yeah, it's still really good. This here is the jetpack. So if you go ahead, go like this, as you can see, it refuels way faster than before. It is so much better. You're able to actually stay in the air as well. It is so much better of a tool to have in this game, because it just sucked. It was kind of a placeholder for the VIP bundle. Now it's actually like worth using. Like, it's actually way better, where you can actually, it helps you dodge things now, unlike before. Stun hammer, I love how this turned out. See, no more dash. 2 damage per hit. Now it hits multiple times, like that is really good for 7 Robux now, and the fact that it stuns, super good. This weapon is very good. Still so much better. Look at that. That is amazing. Here's the taser. I'm just going over the main ones. Here's the taser. You have to touch them, but yeah, it's only a 5-second. See, it's a 5-second stun time. Here's the rocket launcher. This is so much better of a weapon. Yeah, the explosion, 50 explosion radius is 50 studs, by the way. I want to put that out there. Anything that has a certain amount of it's hitting in a 50 stud radius, I'm pretty sure, unless it's actually I might have not actually changed the explosion radius, because it seems like it's hitting every single one of them. Yeah, whatever. I'll fix it. Yeah, it's definitely not. Definitely bugged a little bit there. We can fix that. No problemo. Yeah, nope. That's 50 studs. All right, we're good. But yeah, that's definitely 50 studs. So anything like with range-wise, for example, if, for example, the Devil's Sword has, it's 20 studs, that's all we say, the range of it's 20 studs, but if it says range 50, that means it's stud. We'll probably end up changing that so it says 50 studs or studs range, so you actually understand it, because I know not everyone understands that, because it can get increasingly confusing, but let's go ahead and go throughout this other update stuff. We did some player balance changes. The walk speed and the sprint speed got decreased. The walk speed got decreased 16 to 12, and the player sprint got 32 to 24. We also finally added a jump delay to 2 seconds. Every single one jump power you added adds an extra 0.1 second time jump delay. So, for example, see 1, 2, and then it will jump again. But if you go ahead and add an extra 5 here, it'll be a 0.5 second longer. Actually, that's a double jump bug. That might be because of the bat, so that's gonna have to get fixed before this update comes out. That's definitely a bat bug. We probably also will be messing with the HP rate a bit, because it does, you do heal a decent amount, honestly. This is my custom amount of HP that I have. So if you see, once it does start, that's actually pretty decent. That's actually not too bad of healing. So that'll probably end up being changed at some point for balance reasons. We have revamp info in the course of some updates. We will revamp the entire map. Like, this entire world will be revamped at some point. It's just taking us a little bit of time, as we want to make it as better and just make it look better as possible, more usable. We have a few sneak peeks here. We have a few bug fixes. The spawn locations were a bit off. We fixed all of them now. Also, we fixed the bug with adding sprint to your like, when you sprint, it just does a set amount. Now it just doubles your sprint. It doubles your walk speed instead of just adding speed to you. That was a major bug for scripting wise. That's fixed. The mobile sprint button should be like down here near the jump button. If it's not, please let me know. Probably Dragon, because he's probably watching this as it's coming out. So if the sprint button's not where it's supposed to be, like right around here near the jump button, then let me know, so then I could go ahead and fix that as soon as possible. You can no longer drop any of your weapons. No weapons in this entire game can be dropped anymore. And all the UI should be better for mobile players in general, except the shot, because we didn't fix that at all. Admin menu-wise, we fixed speed bugs. We did 2 nerfs to speed and jump. The max speed got decreased by 20, so 120 to 100. And then the max jump got 200 to 150. This got decreased by 20 just because of sprint. If I go ahead and just add in all of the extra, like, yep, I'm gone. I'm just dead. Yeah, that's why it got changed. And then we have a few upcoming things. We're gonna have a big admin update. We've leaked a few things for admin. They're definitely in sneak peeks, let me tell you. We'll have a shop UI fix will definitely be done next update. Weaponry balances, we have a lot more dealing with. We have a entire rework coming the next update. I can't wait for that. I'll probably put some leak images on the screen for that, because I can't wait. This is one of the cooler weapon reworks in the entire game. Probably will be one of the cooler ones. Also, next update will be our R6 update. So instead of we're using R15 avatars, it'll go turn into R6 only, because of emotes are absolutely breaking Roblox, and R6 overall is better as Blue Noob, which is an animator. He'll be able to animate things for us for future updates, like weapons and things. So we have a lot coming. We've been cooking these past couple of weeks. We have a couple of big update ideas coming out. Few weapon reworks. Probably do as many weapon reworks as possible. This will definitely, the crossbow sucks, so we'll probably do a rework for that. Hope you enjoyed this update, and I'll see you guys next time.